nothing like starting a video off with drilling holes in the bottom of a shoebox. But I have a purpose. I need something to hold an item that I'm going to paint. Well, multiple items, so I need multiple holes. And then I need some sticks to hold the items that I'm going to be painting, which are these mini bulbs, Christmas bulbs from the Dollar Tree store. And I was looking for ones with texture. Now these are not glass, they're the shatterproof plastic ones, and I need to pop all the little hanging systems off that. So this is just going to make it easier so I can paint multiple of them. And when I saw somebody doing this color on TikTok, I didn't even save who she was. I have to give her a shout out. I ran right to my computer to look up where to find Deco Art Americana Jadeite glass paint. Hobby Lobby. I could go in and buy it at Hobby Lobby, and I bought all they have because I was like, oh, if I love it, I may have new bulbs for my Christmas tree this year. So, and she suggested, of course, finding the ones with the most texture. So it really looks like that jadeite glass. So now I can't say that the color is what I was going for. The paint is pretty, I mean, it's nice, but I'll have to go back probably with a second coat or touch up little areas here. But oh, I love that color. So I really picked out bulbs that had lots of texture on them. A couple of Dollar Trees that I went into only had small bulbs, but if I want to use them on my Christmas tree, if I love this, I wanted some bigger bulbs. So these are from Hobby Lobby, and it was hard to find ones at Hobby Lobby that didn't have glitter. Now, I didn't think these had glitter until I started to paint them up, and there are a line of glitter, but I don't think it's that much that's really going to be noticeable, but I did want different sizes of these. You know, when we're on a mission, we're on a mission. So I had the small ones from the Dollar Tree, I have the big ones from Hobby Lobby, and Walmart came through and had some medium, so I have 3 different sizes, but look at all that yummy texture on these. And since I was doing a masses of these to decorate a whole tree, that is where the shoebox and the popsicle sticks came in. I'm not even sure what they are. Something I thrifted. But they're working perfect to hold the bulbs, and now I'm sealing them in with some Weather Defense clear coat. And because I'm personally a fan of jadeite, I could not help but look at other items thinking, well, what would that look like? So Walmart had these cute little sophisticated snowman that are just plain. So I could imagine jadeite glass being this type of figure. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the tag removed off the bottom. We'll get them washed off to get any manufacturer's anything that would prevent my paint from sticking, but they're really shiny and I don't want my paint just to come off. So I'm going to go ahead and I had to do some pre-thought because I'm going to do 2 coats of the Dixie Belle Slick Stick, but I need to let it sit overnight, let it sit for 24 hours to be able to grab onto the paint. Since this will be handled differently than what the bulbs were, and I was doing so many of the bulbs, I think I'll be safe just sealing those in. And this would be, if it was real jadeite, that would be a really huge piece of jadeite glass. But I was glad that there was a bigger one and that there was a little one. And it is just a beautiful color. And if I feel like this paint is getting a little grabby, I'll just go ahead and do a little mister of water just to help smooth that out, to really get rid of any brush strokes and really give it that glass look. when I move on to my second coat, I'm going to go ahead and mist it again. I just really want to concentrate on a smooth paint job. So this paint kind of, it's almost chalk paint like, but a little thick. So I think adding the water helps give you that nice smooth paint job. Even after their second coat, I went around, made sure that nothing was see-through, that it was completely covered, and now I will seal these in with a couple coats of the weather defense spray. When I was getting out my Christmas stuff to put into my booth and start to resell, I just had this single piece, this single mercury glass new purchase good tree. It has a little bit of a chip at the top of it, but it's just a new purchase good and I don't really have anything to go with it. So why not make it into decor that I will have things to go with it? So I'm going to go ahead and get it wiped down, get it all nice and clean, make sure that it is dry, and I'm going to have to seal this and start with my prep of some Dixie Belle's Slick Stick also. To y'all that are watching, that are stayed watching me paint the same color over and over again, is there just that color that you use and you're like, oh my gosh, I love this color, and then you go searching for items that you can paint that color? This is what happened the first time I painted that jadeite glass color. I just love it. I mean, it almost has a fluorescent, and my husband Chris actually asked me, like, does that glow? I'm like, no, the paint doesn't glow, but I guess I could have mixed it with some glowy paint that, you know, the old jadeite will glow. So I thought that was funny, but yes, I have a little theme that's going to be going on in my house for Christmas. So now after 2 coats, going back through and making sure I did the same thing, misting in between coats, helping trying to get the smooth paint job. Now you could add accessories to this if you wanted to, but you know, originally jadeite glass usually didn't have a lot of accessories on it. And I promise y'all, when I did the ceramic tree makeover video, I told you I had multiple ones that I had picked up, and this was one of them. And when I got it out of its box, I'm like, there's no way I am putting this in my booth. This is so new. It is so new. So I'm like, this, I knew right off the bat I wanted to paint. And I didn't know I wanted to paint the jadeite color on it until I painted the jadeite color. I'm like, oh, perfect. Now I can't take the star off. The star is like permanently attached in there, so it's going to be what it's going to be. I cannot remove the cording, but I don't want to get paint on the cording, so I'm just going ahead and taping that off, and then I'm going to get this piece wiped down. This was literally new in the box. I think we got it at an auction for a couple bucks. And then again, since this is super, super shiny, I'm going to have to do 2 coats of the slick stick and then wait 24 hours to do my paint job on it. can't even tell you how happy this color makes me on this tree. I do not mind at all that I had to paint the stars, but my motivation and the willingness to be able to do this is because I have this stash that I bought at an auction of vintage bulbs. So I'm trying to play around with the bulbs to see which one I like. I tried the green ones, but I wasn't a fan. But now I really do like the white clear ones. But I'm choosing the bulb ones more than the pointed ones. So now I have to, before I glue them on, I have to make sure I have enough to fill the whole tree. So what did you think? Yes, I know. I'm like, okay, I started off with the bulbs, and then I'm like, well, but I have to have accessories to go with the bulbs. And the next thing is, I was actually looking for a Santa Claus, but I wasn't able to find a Santa Claus that I could envision painting that color. So the snowman were perfect, and some trees. Okay, yeah, and another ceramic tree, but that was so totally new. I kid you not, $2. I think we grabbed it at the end of a table that nobody wanted at an auction. So I was happy to give it new life. And yes, these are pieces I'm going to be hopefully adding into my decor for Christmas time, come the time that, we're not even Thanksgiving yet. I know some people already have decorated as soon as they take their Halloween down, but I'm just not that person. So thank you so much for watching today's video. Let me know down in the comments below, did you love this color? Are you inspired by this color? Had you already seen this color? I'm sure that that was not the only time that it has ever been used, but it is an amazing neutral. Yes, green is a neutral color. I absolutely love it. So thanks again for watching. As always, if you're part of our YouTube family, thank you so much. And if you are new and you're checking out this content for the first time and you liked what you saw, I do paint other colors other than just jadeite glass. So hit that subscription button along with the notification bell if you like this kind of content, and we will see you next time, guys, and you can see what we're up to.